What's going on, everybody? It's GAMEUNBOXINGREVIEWS here, and welcome back to another LEGO DC Supervillains video. So in today's video, I'm of course going to be showing you guys how to make Kraven the Hunter from Marvel Comics using the in-game customizer. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so to start off with, we're of course going to head into Appearance, Head, and then Head again, and you're going to scroll all the way to the top until you find Custom Head 9, and of course you want to make sure that it is this skin tone right here. Then you're going to back out of there, go into Face Decal Color, which is the color of the eyebrows and beard, which of course we want to be black. For the Wrinkle Decal Color, we're going to go with this color right here, and we don't need any accessories. So now of course we can move on to the hair. So we're going to scroll all the way to the bottom until we find this hairstyle right here, which is Wavy 4, and we're going to make it black. Nice. Now then, onto the body. So for the body, we're going to go with a preset body, and that body is actually Ra's al Ghul's, and we're going to go with this color right here, because I think that looks really, really cool. Now, for the arms, you could go ahead and just go with blank arms like this, but personally, I like to add a little bit more detail, so I really do like Dr. Fate's with the same color, because you can see here, it's got the skin tone arms, but it's also got the gold there, which just looks really, really nice. Now then, for the hips and the legs, we're actually going to be going with clay faces, and we're not going to edit them at all, because you can see here, they kind of reminded me of the classic, pants of Kraven from the comics. They're really similar, so I think that looks really cool. And finally, for the appearance, we're going to scroll all the way back to the top, go to attachments, and usually you'll see from the official LEGO Kraven minifigure, he has this fur collar, but personally, I think that the Creepers piece is so much more accurate to what you see from the comics, especially when we make it this color right here. I mean, come on, that just looks absolutely awesome. Alright, cool. Now then, onto the effects. So we don't want a left hand glow or a right hand glow, but for the hit impact effects, we're going to turn that on. We're going to make sure it's style 1, and we're going to make the color black, because you can see there we want as less of an effect as possible. For the jump slam effect, we're going to do the same again, so we're going to turn it on, make sure it's style 1 like that, and we're going to make it black. So you can see here, just leaves a crack in the ground. Nice! Now then, onto the abilities. So we don't want anything on the tag button, but for the jump button, we're going to go to double tap X, double jump, turn that on, and we're going to go with jump style 4. Nice. Now we don't want anything on hold X, so obviously we don't want a hyper jump, and we also don't want anything on tap square either. But for hold square, we're going to go to the lunge attack ability, so we'll turn that on, and we'll go with lunge style 1, because Kraven is very fast at running, and I just think that looks so cool, so I'm going to stick with that one. Now then, for tap circle, we're going to give him the detective mode ability, so we'll turn that on and make it this color right here. And finally, for the abilities, we want to go to hold circle and give him the destroy mode ability. And the animation set that I chose was actually destroy mode style 1, because you can see here, he rushes towards them to attack them like that, and that is just such a Kraven thing to do. You could also go with that one if you wanted, but I just thought that fit the character so much better, so I think that looks really, really cool. Now then, onto the skills. So we're going to be giving Kraven quite a few abilities. To start off with, we want a grapple hook, so we're going to go to grapple gun color, make it dark grey. We're also going to go to rope type and make it this one right here, and we also want that color to be grey as well. Nice. Now then, for the other abilities, we don't want technology, but we'll have acrobat, wall climbing, smash wall, super strength. What else have we got in here? Tracking. Yep, we'll go with that one. We'll make sure it's the same color as the detective mode we chose. Yep, that looks cool. And we're also going to add illumination and stealth. Now then, up next we have the personality. So for the health icon, I just went with orange. For the health type, we're going to stick with standard health. For the voice, just choose any male voice. For the speed, go with normal. For the target reticle, I actually went with Mercy Graves, because I think that target is really fitting for Kraven. And then for the animation set, we're going to choose normal, because obviously when you give this character a weapon, it's going to overwrite the animation set that you chose anyway. And that's exactly what we're going to do right now. So if we go into weapons, we go to staves, staff type, and we choose a spear. You can see there, that's a very Kraven kind of weapon. But personally, I think if we back out of there, go into swords, sword type, go with the Gladius sword, put it in both hands, and make it dark grey like this, I just think that looks so much better. Again, this is entirely optional. You don't even have to give him these if you don't want to. You could give him a staff, you could give him swords, you could give him a weapon. It is entirely up to you. Kraven has used many weapons over the years, and personally, I think this looks the coolest, so I'm going to stick with that. Alright, cool. So, we have done the appearance, the effects, the abilities, the personality, and the weapons. Now we just need to fill in the basic information. So we're going to put the status as villain, we're going to put the affiliation as unknown, and I don't think it's going to fit Kraven the Hunter, so we're just going to put Kraven. There we are, Kraven. Nice! Alright, cool. So now, of course, what we're going to do is drop Kraven the Hunter into the hub world and see just what he can do. And here he is! This is, of course, my custom-made Kraven the Hunter, made in LEGO DC Supervillains. Let's just get a good look at him right here. Now, what I think I really like most about this creation is the fact that I obviously intended to make the classic version of Kraven, but it's actually turned out looking like my very own modernized interpretation of the character, which is actually really cool, so I'm quite happy with this design. So what can he do? Well, of course, if we run over here, we can attack these objects with his swords, which are supposed to be daggers, but it works either way. So there you go, you can see that. That's pretty cool. And I mean, you could go with a spear as well, like I said, but I just much prefer the swords because it gives off major Shattered Dimensions vibes, which I absolutely love. We can also run over here and do this run attack, like this. There you go, see how many objects we can attack at once. Nice, very cool, Kraven. If we tap circle, he's got detective mode, and if we hold circle, we can do this. Oh, did he take her out in one hit? Wow. Kraven, you are tough. Oh yeah, another cool thing is, since we chose these daggers, you can see here, we actually do this jump move as well, and then when you land, it does that. So when you choose the daggers, it gives you a whole new set of animations, plus we can still do the double jump, which we chose. So that's pretty awesome. So let's actually go fight the cops as Kraven the Hunter, because that should be a lot of fun. And of course, the co-op character is the Hobgoblin, because you got to have two Spider-Man villains together, because that just looks so cool. Actually seeing these two together, it genuinely looks like the Hobgoblin and Kraven the Hunter, so I am extremely happy with both of these designs. Alright, come on, let's pick a fight with some people. Come on, Kraven! Come on. Right, can we get this guy with the coffee? Here we go. Take that! Right, come on, get the police on me, please! There we go, that's better. Get the police on me, please, said no one ever. Alright, here we go. So I think we should probably talk about Kraven the Hunter because he's apparently getting his very own movie, which personally I think is really weird. I do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Kraven the Hunter. Oh, that's awesome. I just want to see what this does. Yeah, that looks very cool. Right, just do it with square as well. I want to see all these abilities because they're awesome. Yeah, he throws them, and then throws them in the air, and slam! Nice! Anyway, yeah, so I love Kraven the Hunter. I always have. He's always been such a cool villain. I don't think there's any Spider-Man villain I really don't like. They're all really good. I would say Batman and Spider-Man have the best villains of all time, definitely. So, you know, I've always wanted to see Kraven in a movie, but his own movie? No. No. No, especially since apparently they're going to be taking inspiration from Kraven's Last Hunt. So you're making an origin movie about Kraven the Hunter, and you're taking inspiration from his last hunt. that doesn't really make a lot of sense though, does it? However, here's the thing, right? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, I don't want to watch this because it's going to be part of Sony's Marvel Cinematic Universe. You know, the one with Venom and Morbius and stuff like that. Well, apparently that might not be the case because word is that, well, I believe the writer of the film, the current writer, has said that Spider-Man is in the script. Now, I don't know which Spider-Man that is, whether it's Tom Holland or someone else, but the fact is, Spider-Man is in the script. So let's just say for 1 second that Spider-Man is in the script and it is Tom Holland's version. That would effectively mean that Kraven the Hunter is going to be in the MCU. So, if we're going to get a Kraven the Hunter movie with Tom Holland's Spider-Man in the MCU, that I might be able to accept. Because, again, I still don't think that Kraven deserves his own movie. I think you could totally, you know, tell his story and everything in a Spider-Man film. But, I mean, if we get to see Tom Holland fighting Kraven the Hunter, I couldn't be more excited. So, that's pretty awesome. I'm definitely down for that. But we'll have to see. I mean, for all we know, Sony might be lining up their very own Spider-Man to introduce in that movie and then carry on over into, like, Venom and Morbius and stuff like that. However, I don't think that's the case because I think Sony love Tom Holland's take on the character, and I think they, you know, they see that the general public does too, and I don't think it would be right for them to go, okay, well, you like that version? Well, we're gonna make a new version. You know, here's two Spider-Man. You've got two Quicksilvers, now you've got two Spider-Man. And I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't say that'll never happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon. I feel like Tom Holland is Spider-Man, and that's it. That's gonna be the way it is for a long time to come, I would say. So I really do hope that Kraven is going to be joining the MCU, because that'd be really cool, definitely. Again, I still don't think he deserves his own movie. I think that's really unnecessary, but the fact that he might get to fight Tom Holland's Spider-Man is extremely exciting. Anyway guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for lots more videos real soon, and as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.